Wednesday's episode of Days of Our Lives is bringing us high-stakes strategy, fiery confrontations, and emotional fallout, all wrapped into one intense hour. From Belle's risky plan with EJ, to Brady's heartbreak, to Johnny's unraveling mental state, Salem is heating up, and no one's getting out unscathed. We're breaking down all the latest developments from Wednesday, April 2nd, what happened, why it matters, and where it's all headed next. Let's get into it. Belle Black has faced her fair share of messy cases, but this one? It's personal, and far more dangerous than any courtroom battle. At Jada's urging, Belle reluctantly agrees to play a different kind of game. A risky one. She decides to use her most underestimated weapon, her charm. The mission? To get EJ DiMera to confess. Not to a minor offense, but to the mastermind scheme involving identity swaps, impersonation, and the chaos that's unraveled the lives of Rafe, Chanel, and half the town. Belle enters the confrontation like a poker player with everything riding on one hand. Every smile, every subtle touch, every suggestive comment is calculated. But EJ? He doesn't budge, not a twitch, not a crack in the mask. He's calm, unshaken, icy smooth. It's as if he'd been expecting this all along, effortlessly sidestepping every bait Belle throws at him. He's too sharp, too rehearsed, too damn controlled to fall for even the most seductive of traps. And when Belle finally walks away, empty-handed and emotionally spent, it's not just disappointment on her face. It's pure, seething rage. She gambled her pride, and lost to EJ's unflinching facade. When a brilliant, furious, wounded woman needs to unload, there's only one safe place she turns: Brady Black. What starts as a long overdue sibling check-in quickly spirals into an emotional venting session. Belle doesn't hold back. Her anger toward EJ explodes, and Brady takes it all, calm, grounded, and quietly supportive. But it's not just about EJ. Their conversation veers into deeper territory: their missing father, John Black, and the fear that's been gnawing at both of them. Then the news hits: Orpheus has cornered Marlena Evans. In an instant, the mood shifts from frustration to full-blown panic. That old, familiar terror sets in, the one they've carried since childhood. What if this time, Orpheus doesn't stop? What if they lose her? With John still missing, and now Marlena in danger, Belle and Brady are left reeling. No leads, no control, just two siblings, terrified and stripped bare by helplessness, grasping for stability in a situation that's unraveling by the second. While the chaos in Salem escalates, Jada Hunter quietly reaches a breaking point, but she doesn't spiral. Instead, she finds herself opening up to someone she didn't expect to lean on: Paulina Price. Paulina has been a survivor her whole life, a woman who's battled illness, scandal, betrayal, and still manages to hold her head high. But today, her greatest strength isn't in power or politics. It's in being present. Jada is clearly overwhelmed. Between the fallout from her personal choices, the ongoing tension with Rafe, and the constant weight of her badge, she's running on emotional fumes. Enter Paulina, calm, steady, and quietly powerful. She doesn't preach. She doesn't judge. She listens. And in doing so, she reminds Jada, and us, why she's become such a cornerstone in Salem. Not because she dominates rooms, but because she knows when to just sit with someone and be still. Their conversation is a turning point for Jada, not plot-wise, but emotionally. It's a reminder that she doesn't have to carry everything alone. And in a show filled with betrayal and manipulation, this simple act of compassion speaks volumes. In Paulina, Jada may have found something she didn't even know she needed: a steady hand in the storm. Elsewhere in Salem, Rafe Hernandez is done playing nice. After everything that's happened, the imposter scheme, the public embarrassment, the growing suspicion that EJ DiMera is still playing a much bigger game, Rafe is boiling over. The trust he once had in the system? Gone. His patience? Running on fumes. And the man he turns to for comfort isn't a man at all. it's his sister, Gabi Hernandez. And let's be honest, if there's anyone who knows how to handle snakes like EJ, it's Gabi. As Rafe vents about being made a fool, about how EJ continues to manipulate situations with zero consequences, Gabi listens, but not passively. She's calculating, she's watching his anger, and most importantly, she's feeding it, carefully, strategically. Because while Rafe wants justice, Gabi wants leverage. She encourages him not just to get mad, but to get smart. To stop waiting for EJ to trip up and start thinking 2 steps ahead. Because exposing EJ isn't just about clearing Rafe's name anymore. It's about bringing down a man who's slowly unraveling Salem from the inside out. This conversation? It's more than a venting session. It's the beginning of a counterattack. And for Rafe, it could be the moment he stops reacting and starts planning. Because with Gabi at his side, he's not just angry. He's dangerous. While Rafe's fury brews elsewhere, Chanel DiMera is done staying silent. She's had enough of EJ DiMera's schemes, the manipulation, the secrecy, the chaos he leaves in his wake, and she's ready to call him out. This confrontation isn't just overdue, it's personal. Chanel's not just speaking for herself. She's standing up for her mother, her name, her dignity. EJ's shady tactics have thrown too many lives off course, and Chanel refuses to be one of the casualties. When she corners him, the energy shifts. No sugarcoating, no passive-aggressive barbs, just raw, unfiltered rage. She demands answers, she demands accountability, and just when the tension reaches a boiling point, something shifts. Chanel's eyes move, not toward EJ, but toward Johnny. In an instant, her anger fades, replaced by something deeper, more gut-wrenching: concern. Because what she sees in Johnny isn't just stress. It's unraveling. The usually composed, charming, confident man she knows is distant. His jaw is tight, his eyes are hollow, his body's present, but his mind? Somewhere else entirely. This isn't just someone caught in family drama. This is someone falling apart. And suddenly, EJ isn't the threat she's worried about, Johnny is. Chanel realizes she might be standing in the middle of something much more dangerous than deception. This isn't about ego or schemes anymore. This is about mental health, emotional overload, and possibly, a breakdown in real time. So her focus shifts, from fighting EJ, to trying to reach Johnny before it's too late. Because if she doesn't, she might lose him completely. So now we ask, where does all of this leave us? Belle Black tried to seduce a confession out of EJ, and failed. But now that the stakes are rising, will she stop at charm and start playing dirtier? Brady Black is holding it together for his family, but with John still missing and Orpheus looming, how long before that strength starts to crack? Jada has found a steady anchor in Paulina, but with secrets stacking up and pressure closing in, will that support be enough to hold her together? Rafe is officially out of patience. His anger is real. His target is clear. The only question is, what will he risk in the name of justice? And Chanel, once fueled by anger, now finds herself gripped by fear, not for herself, but for Johnny. Because she may be the only one close enough to see that he's heading straight for emotional collapse. Salem is teetering on the edge, and every character is facing a turning point. Some will snap, some will evolve, and some might not make it through this storm at all. Tell us what you think in the comments. Will Belle double down and expose EJ once and for all? Can Johnny be saved, or has the damage already been done? And who do you trust to take control when things spiral? Gabi, Paulina, or Chanel? Like this video if you love rich, character-driven drama with real emotional stakes. Subscribe and turn on notifications for all your Days of Our Lives updates, spoilers, theories, and episode breakdowns. Because in Salem, every secret comes with a price. And even the quietest moment could be the warning before everything explodes. Until next time, stay bold, stay smart, and above all, keep watching.